Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. And in this video, to start off, we're going to take a look at top 10 current leaderboard in Battlegrounds. Now first things first, it isn't actually an accurate leaderboard because some of the people there are still from the previous iteration of Battlegrounds beta. So that being said, that being kept in mind, I know Kins, he's a very good player. Fought him plenty of times first time around. I don't think he has played much Battlegrounds this time around, but you know, so we're gonna leave that as a very plausible profile. Then we have this guy whose name I can't pronounce for sure, and then we also have this account, which you know might be a bit suspicious, but maybe an exceptionally talented player. Executioner, we know, is somebody who did play previously, and he's still here, but that's fine. I do believe he, however, did also get banned for modding, but he's still from the previous leaderboard. So I do think the first several spots, first 4 spots, are probably from the old leaderboard. But now let's take a look at the spots 5, 6, 7, 8, and whatever else. So spot number 5, wonderful. So that's 1. Spot number 6, wonderful. Spot number 7, wonderful. Spot number 8, this one's put in slightly more work, but no way. Spot number 9, here we go, 295. Okay, and spot number 10. All of the people from spot 5 to 10, almost all of them, I have matched and I have lost multiple fights against. Mr. Fabio or Captain Rosa, Rajamonikam, this name that I can't pronounce. And again, keep in mind the top 4 I think are from the old leaderboard. So not to mention the fact that the leaderboard seems to be busted and not working properly. It is virtually impossible to actually climb anywhere up there because at times, every second fight you take at the moment, at the, you know, higher top 100 levels, is virtually against modders. It has virtually destroyed my current, interest in Battlegrounds. Like, yesterday I had 2 of the most frustrating streams in my life. I literally had to take a pause and go out for a smoke. And same thing has happened with virtually every other player that is taking Battlegrounds seriously that I have spoken to. Whether that be by my teammates, whether that be by other content creators, or by just people in my chat. When I speak about Battlegrounds, most of the people that I know that are climbing up there or trying to get toward, you know, to get higher rating and all that other stuff, have just given up on this one. And that obviously raises a very big problem, because this is happening right now when there are virtually no rewards to be gained. This is happening in Battlegrounds right now when there are absolutely, well, there's 5,000 6-star shards, but you can get them relatively quickly. But there is no reward incentive to try and play past that point, to play further. Aside from, you know, trying to test the game mode, trying to kind of learn things, practice, so on and so forth. And that is happening right now. Majority of top 10, I would virtually say all of top 10, apart from the ones that are there from still the... Because out of top 10, I do think the first 4 people in there are the people that are just remnants of the old leaderboard, and they are still remaining there because just nobody's able to climb higher because we have this unbreakable lineup. So spot number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have what? 70% of top 10 are modders. And as far as I'm concerned, it's a big slap in the face of Kabam about the integrity. That not only, well, here's the thing. It proves that the Kabam is not only able to stop them, also proves the fact that they are nowhere near quick enough at detecting them. Because in order to get to, let's say, 1900 rating, you have to play, if you start at 1500 and you get approximately 15 points per win, means you need to do what, 7? 6? Let's say 7 matches to gain 100 points. And if these guys have gained 400 points, it means these guys have done like 30 plus matches. And in order to do 30 plus matches, you basically need to spend what? How many hours would that be? You can get about 4 or 5 matches in an hour. If you need to do 30, you're basically modding all day, is what I'm trying to say. In order to get to 1900 rating, you effectively have to be modding a full working day. Because, yeah, if every match takes about 15 minutes-ish, in between, you know, especially later on, once you struggle to find matches, takes 15 minutes or so, if you need to do 30 of them, then it takes about 5-6 hours. It takes 5-6 hours of straight up modding time, and Kabam is unable to detect them at that point. Many of these people are still not banned. They're still, you know, being matched with other players. And they're just completely destroying the game for everybody. And that is happening whilst there are no rewards. As soon as Kabam introduces rewards to this game mode and increases the incentive to cheat in it, obviously it's going to get exponentially worse. So as much as it sucks to say this, and trust me, there are very, very few people on this planet that want Battlegrounds more than I do and want to play Battlegrounds and want them to be a huge success. Kabam cannot launch Battlegrounds in a way like this. When majority of your top 10 ranked players in your beta are obvious modders, when the majority of your players have 250k uncollected account and they're playing with unranked 6 stars and unranked 5 stars and destroying opponents in 3 seconds or 2 seconds, it's quite clear that, you know, there is absolutely no point in releasing this game mode the way it is right now. It has already completely deterred a whole bunch of players from trying in it, from playing, from being excited about it. And aside the huge issues with matchmaking, and I'm not downplaying them, matchmaking is absolutely rubbish. It's one of the worst matchmaking systems that I have heard pretty much ever, because there is no flexibility to it. You can virtually match, like, I don't know, 5 people in the world at times. And again, you just need to hope that they are on. The matchmaking is trash. But if more people played it, it would be slightly easier. And then obviously they still can improve it with, you know, minor adjustments, as in like increasing the search parameters based on the time that has been, you know, spent matching. But this, you know, I am not joking here. This game mode cannot go live if Kabam expects anybody to invest resources and actually try and compete in it. This game mode absolutely cannot go live with these requirements. Especially right now, anyone has to do is just become uncollected, and you can do it in a couple of hours. If you're using mods, definitely. You probably can get uncollected in like an hour if you're using mods or something. So Kabam has to figure this out, and pronto, because the way it is right now, I don't want Battlegrounds. I don't want the same experience, which is absolutely rubbish. And if you want to, you know, again, but get a proof of it, just watch yesterday's streams, both morning and afternoon one. This morning I got quite lucky. I didn't match any of the hackers. I did get quite lucky. But yesterday morning, yesterday afternoon, both streams, I just end up getting bashed by them. And then when, you know, I try to match in between streams, I get another hacker, and then you get frustrated, then you lose matches that you shouldn't lose, and it's just a miserable, miserable experience all of a sudden. And it is much, much, much worse than it was first time around. There are so many more of them. So unfortunately, you know, this beta has been virtually complete opposite from the first version. I thought nodes was better. I was having way more fun. It was way more interesting. And there were obviously modders, but there were way less of them. Now, again, If you need like just proof, just go over top 100. In top 100, you're gonna probably see more kind of like legitimate players, but I have absolutely no question that you're also gonna see plenty of people like that. Like we have majority of top 10 being modder accounts. So you know, at least at the bare minimum, at the very bare minimum, 6 out of 10 people in top 10 are at the moment people who are modding the game. And you know, it's obvious the Kabam cannot release this game more properly if they can't deal with this problem. Simple as that. If they can't address the issue of modding, and I mean address it in a way where if somebody's modding, they're banned, you know, within half an hour or within 20 minutes, and the points are being refunded to the people who lost. Because you do need to account for that as well. Because when you are, you know, playing at the top of the leaderboard, every single match is hard fought points. It is very hard to increase your rating by 30 points, for example. That means you need to win 2 times in a row, don't lose any. Because whenever you're matching extremely skilled players, every single match is, you know, pretty much 50-50. And then if you take in consideration that you consistently get losses against these guys, it's just impossible. It's not fun. And yeah, this is one thing. And again, as drastic as it sounds, but it's true. This game mode absolutely cannot go live until Kabam does something and improves their methods and their way of dealing with cheaters. The fact that they even can get to 900, 1900 rating means that they have been playing for like 5 hours plus unnoticed. And that's the bare minimum. That's the bare minimum. That's just how long the matches last. In between, you know, finding a match, banning phase, selection phase, everything else. So as a bare minimum, they have been modding for like 6 hours and Kabam has done nothing for it. Realistically, they probably have been modding for several days because several of them still haven't been banned. And there we go. I would be very, very, very interested to hear what Kabam thinks or says about this situation, because as far as I'm concerned, this is a huge, huge slap in the face when majority of your top 10 leaderboard in Battlegrounds is clearly, obviously, without a question, modders. Let me know what you guys think. See ya. Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about